Yo, what's going on, everybody? TK Game here. Welcome back to another NBA 2K17 MyGM rebuilding video. And in today's video, we're going to be rebuilding the Orlando Magic with the new addition, Jonathan Isaac at small forward. So their new addition pickup, Jonathan Isaac. Hopefully this player can help them out. Obviously, they have Aaron Gordon, they have Vucevic, have Payton, a lot of young talent on this team. The oldest player is CJ Watson, 32, so relatively really young team. And then Isaac is probably the future of this team for sure, as long as with Aaron Gordon. So two future players with them, and a team that's probably not going to make the playoffs with this lineup, but especially in the Western Conference, since it got a little bit easier, this team could definitely make a run. So I think the first move we're going to make is try to get Vucevic out, or definitely Biyombo or Fournier, because all of them are making tons of money. I think we're just gonna have another rebuilding year, because taking a look, we have our pick for next year and we have the Raptors. So let's see what we get for Biyombo. Just trying to get a huge salary dump because he's on a huge contract. Okay, this is not a bad deal. Joe Harris, Quincy AC. I'm just gonna accept that deal. Huge salary dump right there. And now let's see. I'm not too sure if I want to trade Vucevic. I kind of like him as a player. He's on a pretty cheap contract for what he can do. So we're going to trade Evan Fournier. Give him more minutes to Isaac since he could play. I'm pretty sure he's more of like a relatively big forward. So he's small forward / power forward. So I don't think he can really run at the shooting guard. But Fournier definitely needs to go. He's making a lot of money over the next couple years. This is an interesting deal. JJ Redick. I wouldn't mind bringing in someone that could help us. DeAndre Jordan, okay. Marco Bellinelli, Jordan Clarkson. I like this Willie Hernan-Gomez deal. I actually really like that deal. We get a young, Darren Collison. I'm going to go back to this trade right here, and we're going to accept this deal. So Evan Fournier, and I'm not even sure how to pronounce that guy's name, going over to the New York Knicks for Willie Hernan-Gomez and Kyle O'Quinn. I really like those two players. Kyle O'Quinn really gives you good minutes off the bench, can rebound, score. So this is what our lineup's going to be looking like. Oh, and they also got Jonathan Simmons. That's a nice pickup they got right there. Yeah, he's going to do pretty good for this team. So the starting lineup's going to be Elfrid Payton, Jonathan Simmons, Jonathan Isaac, Aaron Gordon, and Vucevic, with Willie Hernan-Gomez, Kyle O'Quinn, Terrence Ross, Shelvin Mack all coming off the bench. So a really good team overall. I'm not too sure if we're going to run with Elfrid Payton for much longer. Actually, we'll see what we can get for Elfrid Payton, because he is young. This is last year on his contract. And I don't think I'm going to run him as a future point guard. I'm not too sure if he's going to progress anymore, because he's not really a future point guard. He's alright. He can't really score the ball. He's definitely one of the best passers in the NBA. But let's see what we get for him. I don't think we're going to get a ton for him. So I think we're probably going to keep him for this year, maybe move him next year in the offseason or something like that. And let's see what we can get for him. So JJ Redick. Okay, so DeAndre Jordan keeps coming up. That's an interesting deal. I'd rather get him next year, because right now he's on a pretty big contract. That's not a bad deal. Nicholas Batum, Scalabisi Air, a first-round pick, but Joakim Noah, Jeremy Lin. What's Jeremy Lin's on? Okay. Rajon Rondo, and his cancer. So nothing really too special, a first-round pick. So we're just going to keep him for this year. He's alright for this year. So this is what our starting lineup's going to be. Hopefully we can make the playoffs with this team, or even I don't even care if we do good, because we got next year's pick, and we're hopefully going to get a high lottery pick. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. But at the end of the season, LeBron James wins MVP. Lonzo Ball wins Rookie of the Year, averaging a double-double, almost a triple-double, couple rebounds off for the game. Wins 6-man. Andre Drummond Defensive Player of the Year. Zach LaVine, okay, wins Most Improved. And Tyronn Lue wins Coach of the Year. So taking a look at the standings, we did not make the playoffs, but still 31-51. I'm not so an okay record with the way we wanted to set it up. I actually wanted another rebuild season. Jonathan Isaac 14-8, 3 assists. Okay, Vucevic 14-10. That's really why I didn't want to trade him. He's just so consistent each year. Aaron Gordon 12-5, Ross 12 coming off the bench. Elfrid Payton 11, 4 and 7, and then Simmons had a really good year. So really, I wanted to rebuild this year yet again, just to get us another top-rated pick. So that's going to be a huge thing going into next season if we can get a lottery pick. And it's going to be Cleveland, Golden State, and the Golden State Warriors have won an NBA championship. So let's go here. Staff signing, I think, is our coach up? No. So we're going to keep Frank Vogel. Let's go to, so that means we should see what pick. We got the 7th pick. Okay. I'm probably going to trade down, and I'll see you guys at the draft where at rookie signings where you guys will see. Okay, so here at rookie signings, we did make a trade for the 7th, the 17th, and second round pick to get Collin Sexton, who is a point guard. So he's going to take over the role for Elfrid Payton. So we're going to deny Elfrid Payton, bring back Aaron Gordon, not Hazonia. And so that means we filled up our point guard position. Hopefully he can progress into a really good player. My free agents, let's see, Elfrid Payton, 80 overall. He's going to want a lot of money. We're not going to give it to him. CJ Watson, I'll give it. Quincy Ace, he's going to test. I guess, ooh, how much did Hazonia want? I think he won a lot, so we're not going to bring him back. Let's go to free agency here. So, okay, D Rose is here. Elfrid Payton. So, not a good draft class, not draft class, but free agency. So, let's take a look at what we need. So, we pretty good at point guard after Sexton. Shooting guard, we obviously need to improve. Small forward's pretty good. Power forward. So, we're not going to make any really signings, I don't think, a free agency because it's always screwed over here. Unless we just sign someone and trade him for trade value. So, like, sign Chris Paul and trade him. I think that would be one of our moves. And maybe sign Elfrid Payton, but trade him and for like a DeAndre Jordan or something. So, let's see if we can get him back. Trade them for trade bait. Hopefully, we get Chris Paul instead. And okay, so Chris Paul's not coming back. With Elfrid Payton, we need a shooting guard. So, let's just sign Lance Stevenson, power forwards. Terrence Jones, not a bad option. So let's get Terrence Jones, CJ Watson. Okay, so that's going to be it. I'm going to swing to the next season. I'll see you guys once we're made a trade. Okay, so right here, we're going to be sending Elfrid Payton, any 2020 first round pick, going over to the Miami Heat for Hassan Whiteside. So that's a big move right there. That more than likely means that we're going to move Vucevic, and I'll see you guys once we're made a trade for him. Okay, so right here, we're going to be sending Aaron Gordon as well as Shelvin Mack over to the Sacramento Kings for Buddy Hield and Willie Cauley-Stein. So obviously, you don't want to see Aaron Gordon go, but I think he's not progressing as well. He hasn't been giving us many points. So we get Buddy Hield, a franchise shooting guard. Then we bring in, Willie Cauley-Stein. He can progress into a really good player. And then we're going to probably move Vucevic over to the power forward position, make him play alongside, what's his name, Hassan Whiteside. So I think, because I like Vucevic, he can give you a lot of points. He's still under contract for a couple more years. And he's not a bad player overall, and he actually goes up when you move him to power forward. So this is what our lineup's going to be looking like. Sexton, Hield, Isaac, Vucevic, and Whiteside with a really decent bench. Hopefully this year we can make it to the playoffs and start building more for the future. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, guys, at the end of the season, Russell Westbrook wins MVP, averaging a triple-double. Mohamed Bamba wins Rookie of the Year. Rudy Gay wins Sixth Man. Andre Drummond wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jabari Parker wins Most Improved. And Tyronn Lue wins Coach of the Year. So, taking a look at the standings, we did not make it. We tied with the Boston Celtics. We went on a 2-game losing streak. If we won probably one more of those games, we definitely would have gotten. Celtics won 2 games in a row to make the playoffs. So that's another season without making the playoffs. Vucevic 14-8 and 6 assists. Sexton 15-6. Buddy Hield 15. Jonathan Isaac, who is out 2 to 4 weeks, 14-8 and 4. Hassan Whiteside 14-10. So we got tons of more moves to make before this team could actually be a title contending, even making the playoffs. So we got one more season to do that. This is gonna be the year we go all in. We still got tons of cap space. Might move Hassan Whiteside, not too sure yet. And the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo wins the NBA championship. So let's take a look at rookie signings. We're not going to have a lottery pick. We're going to have probably a lottery pick, but it's not going to be that high. It's going to be like 15, as I'm going to sign him. Team player options, Buddy Hield, Willie Cauley-Stein are going to come back. Qualifying deals, nothing there. My free agents, no. So we're not going to bring back CJ Watson. Hopefully, we can get a Paul George type player. So we're going to have to trade a couple pieces. We're definitely going to trade Hassan Whiteside. He didn't give us good production last year. So he's going to get off our books. That's a 25, tons of cap space right there that we can get rid of. Hopefully we can bring back someone, Larry Markkinen. I don't want Luol Deng. Kevin Love, Danilo Gallinari, Julius Randle. I'd actually like to keep. Since we don't have enough cap space, we're going to have to make a way. So let's take a look at player contracts. Vucevic, we're going to probably have to trade him and Ross to get a big name free agent. So let's see what we get for Vucevic and Terrence Ross. So if we can get 2 of those guys off, we're going to have enough to sign a max player. I don't even know if we're going to get a max player. I don't know if anyone's going to come to Orlando, but we'll see. Chris Middleton, first round pick. I'm expecting something high. Larry Nance and Julius Randle. That's an interesting deal right there. CJ McCollum, okay. I think I'm going to accept this deal. I think, though, okay, so Julius Randle is on a max type deal, and I'm going to accept that because we're bringing a couple young guys right there that can help us out. So I think that wasn't a bad deal, but it doesn't save anymore because Julius Randle is still there. So we're going to trade Hassan Whiteside, get him off the books. I'd like to trade for him after this offseason is done because I definitely want him back. So we're going to probably trade him now, get something a little bit cheaper, and then bring him back. I'm loving that Kevin Love deal. Let's take out Luol Deng. They can't do it. I would like Larry Markkinen, Danilo Gallinari, first round of Ryan Anderson. Everything's going to be pretty high. So I don't even think we're going to be able to get a max player in free agency. So I think we're just going to trade Hassan. Kevin Love can give you 19 and 10. We give up Terrence Jones, and we get a first round pick. So we're going to take Kevin Love right there. Not going to sign anyone big in free agency. Obviously, don't have enough cap space to sign anyone since we brought Julius Randle. Let's try to trade Augustine and Simmons. That might be able to get us something. Right here, we're going to be accepting this trade for DJ Augustine and Jonathan Simmons. Going to the Jazz for a first-round pick and a pretty guy that's not going to make a lot. So that saved up a ton. We have enough to sign a max player. Except I might move one more person. The team is pretty young right now. It's a young team. Everyone's going to have to progress for this team to actually be a title contending team. So we don't have enough for Paul George. Joel Embiid I'd like to bring into the team. He wouldn't be a bad option. Let's give him most of, because we definitely need to go after someone. He wants to come to the Magic. That's a good deal right there. DeAndre Jordan not going to bring in Paul George. Jabari Parker. Let's give him a player option. Now we'll see if we can get any of them. I'd take Joel Embiid. Jabari Parker going back to the Bucks after winning a championship. And we get Joel Embiid. Oh, they matched it. Okay. Dang, they matched that. Oh, my goodness. We almost got a star. Let's sign Rondo. We need a point guard. So, this isn't going as planned as we need to get a couple more guys. But the team is still looking pretty good. Nevertheless, I think it's still going to be a playoff team. Okay, Rondo. I'll take Rondo over that. So, that's all we're going to sign this year. And we're probably going to have to make tons of trades to get into playoff contention. So, I'll see you guys at the start of the next season. Okay, guys, so right here, we're going to be accepting this trade for D'Angelo Russell. We're going to move him over to the shooting guard position. So we're sending Kevin Love, Patrick Mills, and we're going to get DeMarre Carroll in return. Probably going to trade him anyways, but we're going to move D'Angelo Russell, who is now our best player. It's like a whole Lakers reunion on this team right now with Russell, Larry Nance. So we're going to put him at shooting guard. Hopefully, so he goes up, so that's a good thing right there. Because Sexton, I still want it to be our point guard. He averaged 14 and 6 last year. So Russell, Isaac, Randall. So we're going to find a trade right now for DeMarre Carroll. So let's see what we can get for him. He's on a pretty big contract. And let's see what we can get for DeMarre Carroll. Joe Ingles, Bobby Portis. I don't really mind anything cap space-wise. Cody Zeller. Nothing too special out here. Pau Gasol. Might just go with a Pau Gasol. Nice veteran coming off the bench. We give up a second-round pick, but it doesn't really matter. And Pau Gasol, welcome to the Orlando Magic. So, Sexton, Russell, Isaac, Randall, Hernan Gomez, Larry Nance, Buddy Hield, Pau Gasol, Willie Hernan Gomez. I'd like to get a point guard. Let's see what we get for Sexton, because he's putting on pretty good numbers, but his points are good. The overall is going down, so we need to find a trade for him and try to get something pretty decent for him because he's still got tons. Larry Markkinen, I'd rather a point guard. Dennis Schroeder, Nick Batum, George Hill. Nothing too special. I'm going to try to make up a trade, and I'll see you guys once we have. So, we just traded Sexton for De'Aaron Fox in a first-round pick. So, De'Aaron Fox, new point guard. The team's looking pretty nice with De'Aaron, Russell, Isaac, Randall, Hernan Gomez. I'm going to try to get a power forward center back on this team. Actually, more of a center. I like Hernan Gomez coming off the bench. I don't really like him starting. So, I'll see you guys once we made that trade. And so right here, we're going to be sending a 2019 first-round pick, Alonzo Trier, to the, I think that's how you pronounce his name, to the Los Angeles Clippers for DeAndre Jordan. A major steal right there, as it looks like the Clippers going fully in rebuild mode. So the team's looking better and better. I like what we're doing. We need a backup point guard. Let's take a look at the free agency market. Point guard Tim Frazier, not that bad. Let's just give him a contract. And I don't know. I think we need another power forward. I don't think Randall's going to give us that production. So let's see what we can get for a power forward, younger power forward. Can we get Kevin Love back from Brooklyn? They want De'Aaron Fox. No. Jabari Parker. LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be interesting. D'Angelo, De'Aaron, Draymond. I want something for... Okay, what if we take out De'Aaron Fox? We give you all of our picks. I think this will work. And they have. Okay, so we get Draymond Green on the team. So it's going to be De'Aaron Fox, D'Angelo Russell, Jonathan Isaac, Draymond Green, DeAndre Jordan with Nance, Hernan Gomez, Buddy Hield, Pau Gasol, all coming off the bench. So a really good team right now. We got Russell this basic season, Draymond, DeAndre, all relatively cheap, except we threw in so many picks to get DeAndre Jordan. But this team should be pretty good, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so coming to the end of the season, Russell Westbrook wins MVP. William Timmerman wins Rookie of the Year. Chris Middleton, 6-man. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year. TJ Leaf, Most Improved. He averaged 19 and 11, 4 assists. That's crazy. Jason Kidd was Coach of the Year of the Cavs. So take a look at the standings-wise. We did finish 4th, 49 and 33 record, 9 games behind the Cavs, but still a really good season. Russell 21, De'Aaron Fox out 1 to 2 weeks. He had 16 and 6. Buddy Hield off the bench, 13. My boy Buddy Buckets putting on points off the bench. Isaac had 12 and 7. DeAndre 10 and 11. Nance 9. Draymond just giving you everything on the all-around game. Rondo, he averaged 3 assists, not that bad, while he wasn't playing that many minutes. So in our first round matchup, we're going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Let's summary current round. We took an early 2-game lead. They tied up. Let's please get out of the first round. They go up 3-2. Let's summate this one with Simcast. I will jump in if we are getting blown out, but it looks like it's going to be a close one, and we lose in 3 games. How? They had Collins. I don't see anything too special. What? 79 overall, lose 76. Where is their big standout player that beat us? You take a look at our team. We got Russell 87. You got Fox in 84. You got DeAndre 86. You got a terrific bench. You got Isaac who's an 83. Buddy Hield who's an 80 rounds. And then Draymond Green who's an 85. Beats like it all. How do they beat us? Wow, that is so ridiculous. This team had so much potential, but we just lost in the first round somehow to the Hawks, who get blown out, and Timberwolves win the championship, and Jimmy Butler wins Finals MVP. So, pretty interesting right there. I think our roster at the end of the season was crazy with all our trades. So, if you guys don't want to see more NBA 2K17 rebuilding videos, make sure to tell me in the comment section. So, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy TK Gamer Tommy, and I'll catch you guys next time.